These are the 3 foundational things that I've changed in order to truly understand and organize my life in a simplified way. First, I start with understanding that I need to fuel my body in order to have energy. Not eating is not an option for me, because I want to be the type of mom that has the energy to play, to clean, to live my life the way that I would like to. And for me, that just starts with fueling my body. This needs to be etched into every fiber of my being. I am a woman that eats 3 nourishing meals every single day, along with 2 to 3 snacks, because girl loves her snacks. That means I'm eating a lot and I'm eating often. I say this with so much love and so much grace that women just are chronic undereaters. We're trying to stay thin, we're trying to be healthy, but really what we're doing is we're cutting our bodies off from the calories that we are needing. And really 2 years ago, that was me. Once I started eating 30 minutes after waking up and every 3 to 4 hours after that, I felt like I was able to gain clarity in my life, because that human need of hunger was not there anymore. Because I eat so much and so often, I have the energy to play, to clean, to do all of my normal everyday tasks. Food is our foundational fuel. So if we're not fueling our bodies, we won't have the energy to live the life that we want to live. So when it comes to fueling my body, there are 2 main things that I focus on: replenishing of my minerals and eating to balance my blood sugar. If you've never heard about the minerals in your body, I encourage you to learn how minerals influence every single part of your body. I'll give you like a little introduction right now, but please do your own research on this, because I am no expert. I'm just sharing my experience, but this has been critical in me having the energy to do all of the things that are in my life. These are the 4 main minerals that you need to be replenishing in your body every single day. These are the minerals that we really don't get from our food anymore. So these are sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. So I drink an adrenal cocktail every single day. And what an adrenal cocktail is, it's full of whole food vitamin C, potassium, and sodium. Hello from the editing room. I realized I was so excited to share minerals with you that I didn't explain what an adrenal cocktail is and why you need one. So an adrenal cocktail just replenishes your minerals daily. So this is a drink that helps supports every single vital function that you have. It all comes back to basic chemistry. So sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, they all affect how we function every single day. So if we're depleted in each one of these, our reaction times for certain things are skewed or off or just over dramatic, etc. So being able to replenish your minerals helps balance out these minerals every single day. Let's get back to the video. So the easiest and quickest drink that I just come back to time and time again is a full lime, 8 ounces of coconut water, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Coconut water is full of potassium. Potassium is critical in conjunction with sodium. So you just mix that all together, give it a good shake, and then enjoy. I love these. They have been so transformational in understanding my adrenal health and what I need in order to have energy. If you're loving cheese, if you're loving milk, if you're loving dairy, you're getting the calcium you need. But calcium also needs magnesium. If you just feel like you have a lack of energy, and for me, when I'm craving dark chocolate, that means that I need more magnesium in my life. So dark chocolate is full of magnesium, and I also do a few supplements with magnesium. And I make a magnesium bicarbonate to add to my adrenal cocktails. This is optional, but magnesium is amazing. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole, and I'm really trying not to. So if you are more interested in all about minerals and everything like that, I have a few resources together, and I can send them your way if you're interested. Since I've started drinking them, I feel like I have the bandwidth to hold space for my kids if they're having a meltdown or they are just having a hard time. I feel like I have the capacity to slow down and be with them in that moment. And also, like, I feel like I am not on edge all the time. I don't freak out like I was. I don't have these outrages of anger towards my family or my husband. I'm just very calm in the way that I normally am when I'm well fed. So when you're eating to support your blood sugar, you're eating your vegetables first, then your protein, then your carbs. Why this is so instrumental in balancing your blood sugar is because the vegetables, they're fibrous, they take a long time to break down. When your body is digesting your food, having your vegetables in there first creates this fibrous lining in your stomach so that it can hold the protein and the carb and break it down in a slower way rather than eating your carbs first and spiking your blood sugar. There's a whole lot of knowledge around blood sugar and everything that I am still digging into, so don't take this as like medical advice, but I just noticed that it has helped me so much in feeling like not like I'm gonna crash after eating a meal, like I'm not feeling overfull or feeling sluggish after meals. I did just see like this study of if you are eating a big meal, the best thing you can do for your blood sugar is to go on a 5 to 10 minute walk as soon as you're done eating. That will help curb the spiking of your blood sugar, which I just thought was so interesting. And I feel like I've been trying to implement that, but it just gave me the push to start implementing that even more. So I know when I'm well fed, when I'm well nourished, I am able to give and pour out all of my energy to the things that I need to. When I'm well fed, I'm able to enjoy my food and enjoy my life a whole lot more. There is no stress when it comes to meals anymore because I know the foundational things that I need to be fueling my body with to have energy to live the rest of my life. So I listen to my body and give it the most nutrient-packed meals that I possibly can. So this goes along with reducing the length of my food chain and really trying to buy as local produce, meats, and veggies as possible. But that is a whole other can of worms that I'm not going to go into right now. If you are new to me, my name is Katelyn. I'm a wife and a mom of 2, and I love creating in intentional ways here on YouTube and over on Instagram and my blog, kmdcreates.com. I create with intention behind everything that I do. I love creating with my hands, making from scratch, and savoring my days. I am on this journey to simplify my whole life, and it's been so transformational these past couple years since I've started this journey. The second thing that I've been doing that has been foundational for me is I just understand my time really, really well. So if you're trying to simplify your life and add ease into your days, then you need to understand where you're using your time if you're using it wisely. So for me, my time is the most precious commodity to me. If I'm not using it correctly, it will bite me in the end. In the season that I'm in right now, my weekends are so sacred to me. That means I need to be getting all of my work done during the week so that I can keep those weekends sacred. So that means that I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. I've done a lot of looking into productivity and how to use your time extremely well, and it's just something that I feel like I'm wired for. When I have a system and I have a rhythm, I thrive, and most people do. But knowing what I'm supposed to be doing, when I'm supposed to be doing it, has been crucial for me to create an easier way to live my life. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with my story. I started as a teacher this year. I don't have a teaching degree. I'm working on my teacher certification, so I have to take college classes on top of working in a classroom along with being a wife and a mom. So I have a very full plate compared to a lot of other people at the moment. I just have 3 things that really take up a lot of my time. And me being an introvert, I crave being alone. So this has been such a challenge for me this year, but it has grown me so much that I just know that it was the perfect place for us to be as a family. I just knew that this was going to grow me and it was going to stretch me and it was going to challenge me, and it did in so many beautiful, beautiful ways. And I just feel like I have my routine down. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, when I'm supposed to do it, and it just gives me so much peace and ease going through my week. So waking up at 5 might not be the best thing for you, but it works really well for me. In an upcoming video, I will share how I break down my days, but I do a sense of time blocking, which I will explain more in that video. I'm really kind of a nerd when it comes to my time and how I use it. So I have clear sections of the day where I know what I'm supposed to be doing, when I'm supposed to be doing it. So the days that I don't stick to this, I feel like I get frazzled, I get stressed, and I just don't have an ease in my life. And it just adds so much stress that doesn't need to be there. So then I'm lashing out at my kids and my husband, and they don't deserve that because my time with them is so precious. Because I'm out of the house for 8 hours a day. So when I am here, I want to be fully here. I want to be able to pour into them in the way that I want to. The last thing that I have done to create ease into my days is creating spaces that function very well for me and my family. So when it comes to creating spaces that work well for your family, first you just need to understand how your family is using this space. If you feel like you're not using your spaces very well and you feel like you are bombarded by all the things that you have, if you feel bombarded by the amount of things that you have, your family will definitely feel like bombarded by the things that you own. Decluttering and minimizing seem to be very trendy right now, but for very, very good reason. Because of the number of items in our home, somebody has to manage all of that. And typically it's the female of the home. If you can declutter and minimize the amount of things in your home, you'll be able to maximize your time, your schedule, and your space. If there are fewer things in there, you have fewer things to manage. Being able to observe our family and how they use it is critical. So for us, when we moved into this apartment, I realized there wasn't any coat closets here. That's a problem. We have coats. We live in a 4-season place. So like having space for winter jackets, spring jackets, and fall jackets, there was no place for that. So what I did is I used a over the coat rack hanger and I put it on the back of a door that we know that we're not going to be using. Then I put a shoe rack underneath because there was no place for shoes here. So I created an intentional space very close to the entrance of the door where I'm not tripping over the shoes anymore. They're kind of tucked behind where you open the door, and you're easily able to place your shoes and your jacket all in one spot before coming into the rest of the apartment. And that has been game changing in how we use and function in our spaces. So I started to create an intentional space because I knew what we needed as a family. So if you're able to understand that you need to fuel your body, you need to understand how you're using your time, and you need to maximize your spaces, these things will be instrumental in you being able to organize your life better. I feel like I've been able to squeeze so much into my life this year, but also I'm ready for somewhere where I can just kind of let go of the reins a little bit. I do still have to take summer classes, and we are doing a massive renovation right now, but I won't have to have that 8 hours somewhere else away from my home, which I think is going to be so transformational this summer. And I think it's just going to empower me to do better for next year when I'm in the school year again. So organizing my home comes very easily to me. I group like items together. I feel like I'm prone for productivity. And when I made nourishing my body a priority, I was able to zone in on my time. Since I know that my time is my greatest commodity right now, not wasting any of it is critical. And I want you to know that this didn't happen overnight for me. Like, I feel like I do have this God-given gift of being very organized and using my time very well, but I need a direction in order to do that well. This actually spurred from me being very intentional about how I was spending my money, which I explained in this last video. And then in this upcoming video, I'm going to actually share like how I break down my day in ways that make a lot of sense to me and make me super productive, highly organized, and to create ease and simplicity in my days. I'll really get into the nitty-gritty of how I live my life, and I'll give you like a time breakdown, when I'm doing what, when, all of the things. If you nerd out on that stuff like I do, you'll be very excited for this video. So you'll be able to get a clear picture of how I keep up with my responsibilities as a wife, a mom, a teacher, and a student. Because that's really all the 4 roles that I'm holding right now simultaneously, and it's kind of insanity. I actively try to slow down the process and be where I am. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you either here or here.